Hi everyone, it's the Gig Guy London, and today I want to talk about some of the comments and feedback I've been getting from some of my videos. I want to give a shout out to Starscreams7ZZ. It's a nice name, don't know what it means, but it's all good. Starscreams7ZZ is currently my favourite critique. Now, since I started this channel, there's been a lot of love, a lot of positive comments I've got from other people who are currently Uber drivers, some who are thinking about driving for Uber. Occasionally I get like random passengers who make certain comments on some of my videos. On the flip side, there is a lot of negative comments that come in. Some people can be very abusive. What I like about Starscreams7ZZ is, although he is insulting at times, he makes some very, very good arguments, and he breaks down his arguments really well, yeah, and he validates his argument extremely well, and for that I applaud you, because most people are just throwing insults and they'll say a little bit of their piece, but they don't really validate their statements too much, yeah. And in those cases, I leave it for the YouTube community to just break it down for them. Yeah, I don't even have to do nothing most of the time. Starscreams7ZZ, I applaud you. Your arguments are very valid, and it got me thinking a lot about some of the videos I put out. But what I do have to say is, I do Uber casually. It's not my sole source of income, and therefore my outlook is very different from somebody who, say, works for Uber full time. Of course, I do not agree with all of the policies that Uber put out. Some of them can be very restrictive, some of them are really good, but I like to give a balanced view, not only from the perspective of an Uber driver, but also I also take Uber rides in my free time occasionally when I'm maybe going out into town and parking's going to be an issue, or just don't feel like driving, or it's more convenient to take the train. I don't really take buses, but take the train, yeah. And yeah, there are some gripes that I have about the system as a passenger, and there are some gripes that I have as a driver. I try and have a balanced view in my approach, although Starscreams7ZZ thinks I don't know, maybe I'm an Uber employee, or I'm promoting Uber too much, and I believe he feels that my views are not that balanced, and I'm a bit pro Uber. So let's make a start. I do like Uber. Uber's changed my life. I work full time. I've got a very good job with the local authority in my area. Been there for several years, and it's very comfortable. What Uber allows me to do is make additional money on the side. Money that I would not make had I been doing overtime consistently over the course of the month with my full-time job. Yeah, so Uber allows me to make money above and beyond what I would be making in my PAYE job. Hence the reason why Uber's working for me really well, and allows me to save vast sums of money, more than I ever anticipated saving in a given financial year. So this is why I enjoy working for Uber, because it brings my goals closer to me. It brings the timescales for saving and hitting targets, brings the timescales down, and obviously makes things happen a lot quicker in my life. Obviously there's a time sacrifice. If you are driving for Uber or considering driving for Uber, you should be aware, or you would know, that Uber is going to cut into your family life to some degree. It's going to cut into your social life to some degree. If you're an avid gym goer, or you like running and so on and so forth, you've got to be kind of strict with it, because everything can go to pot if you're not. If you just like got an addictive personality, you're going to be out there all the time, and you're going to be coming home and sleeping, and all of your routines are going to go to pot. Yeah, and I think as an Uber driver, you need to have some sort of routines around you. This 10-hour limit it's not really limiting. Doing 10 hours online is probably doing like 13 hours. I mean, on the road, you're going to be more than ready to go home after that. So that's not really an issue of concern. So you could get carried away if you do have an addictive personality. But we're going to start going through some of the comments left by Starscreams7ZZ, and I'm going to give my personal view, bearing in mind what I said earlier, that I work casually, and it's just an additional source of income. It's not my sole source of income. So we're going to get through to the first comment.